Elvers at second, infield in at the corners, and the pitch is a bunt that's popped up near the Bobcat dugout. Diving play, Connor Callery. He made it as he scooped it right above the dirt. What a tremendous play. It was a 2-1 series win for Ohio baseball over Miami this weekend, but it felt like so much more than just 2 wins. Welcome to our broadcast booth at Bob Wrenn Stadium. I'm Russ Eisenstein. You're Max McDulin. We're presented by the Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau, AthensOhio.com for them. And yes, Ohio won at 9-5 of the first game, lost game 2 3-1, won game 3 3-2. But so much happened in the weekend that Ohio had to have, and therefore it seems magnified, doesn't it, Max?
Yes, and I think the magnification comes from that it was really 2 team victories, the one on Friday and the one on Sunday. A little bit different. Friday was an offensive team victory with a little bit of defense mixed in. The Sunday victory was all pitching and all defense.
No question. Jake Rowan on Sunday came in for an 8-out save, his 8th of the year. The Bobcats got good pitching work out of Tom Coletti. We thought that it would be Johnny Holstaff in the ball game, meaning that's a baseball term where you go to the whole staff and have a whole lot of pitching changes, but it really didn't work out that way. And the ability of Coletti to start and Rowan to finish with defense around that, that's the reason why Ohio got the win.
Yeah. Blessing had a good outing his first time out this weekend, but then struggled coming in today. But other than that, Rudnicki and Rowan did fantastic in relief of a very solid Coletti spot start. And needless to say, Rob Smith was pleased, as were the rest of the Bobcats, in the bullpen and in the starting pitcher to be able to piece together this one.
Yeah, we visit with the head coach of the Bobcats, and he sprinted up to the booth, basically. Incredibly excited to talk about the victory. Ohio won at 9-5 in the opener. Bunch of home runs in that ball game. Evan Bourne in the lineup, and he was an example of got to be ready when you're called, because Ohio had injury trouble dealing with it through the weekend. Nick Bredeson out as one of the injuries. You look at the rest of the ball club dealing with injuries as well. The shuffle of the deck in the outfield, too. That was a big part of the weekend, and Bourne was in to be able to hit 2 homers on Friday, and that was a big part of it all.
Yeah, the offensive help on Friday is a bonus, but also something that we didn't talk about, which is probably a good thing, is that he was never a hold defensively.
Right.
You know, he filled in his role very well. You get concerned sometimes when you get someone who hasn't played much that they won't be as effective on that side of the ball, but he brought 2 home runs to the table on Friday. He singled later in the series, and more importantly, played very solid defense.
Yeah, Devin Garcia not in there for Ohio in the outfield. Michael Klein, also a pitcher and a bat and a defender that you don't have out there as well, and so that's a big part of it too. But anyway, Ohio was able to get it done on Friday, took a misstep on Saturday. Obviously, Ohio had 13 hits and only 1 run came in to score, but they're able to slam the door in the finale of the series. Here are some of the best plays of the weekend with our radio call from WOUB and OhioBobcats.com. And nicely filled. This is turned on deep to right, way back and gone. A leadoff Bobcat blast for Spencer Ibarra, his 10th home run of the year.
The hitter is Tyler Harris. This is up the middle. It's going to be caught on a little bit of a dive by the shortstop, Tyler Finger. Southbury has kept him in it, but he's given up 3 runs so far. This is a fly ball to right field. This one is carrying back, and it's going to go. A home run, Braun, with a 2-home run game. Bourne is playing very, very well today. The left fielder for the Bobcats, his 2nd home run of the day. No balls and 2 strikes to Ibarra. And this is a fly ball going into the gap into left center. It's going to carry, and it's going to get up against the wall. This will be easily an extra base hit for him. The run will score from second. Tyler Finkler is across. And the Bobcats have gotten the 1-run monkey off their back. They had scored a run in the first, second, and third innings, but now they score 2 during the fourth. They lead 5-3. Would love a double play ball or even just a strikeout to try and avoid any runs coming across. Showing Button putting it down. Will Rudnicki go home? He does. They get the force at the plate. Well played. A bunt was pushed along the first base line. They've dropped 6 straight. The 1-2. Rudnicki looks in. He'll fire. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout by Rudnicki to get out of the top of the 7th inning. What a jam to work his way out of. Ferguson at the dish with the bases loaded. This is a line drive in left field. He may have hit it too hard. No, it's over the head of the left fielder. Tyler Harris misread it. It gets over his head, and it may clear the bases. And it will. Wow. Misread in left field by Tyler Harris. A hard hit line drive that ends up being a double for the pinch hitting Bredesen. 2-2 pitch.
Bouncing ball to third. Callery takes that. Throws to second for one. On to first. Yes, sir. Double play. 6-4-3. And Callery atones for the E. The 1-2 pitch to Stevens. Swing and a miss, strike three. Batter number 28 and a huge one to strand two. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike three. And for the first time since the first Sunday of Mid-American Conference play, the Bobcats painted green and white in a match game.
A walk to open up the inning and then a walk to load the bases have created some trouble. Baird looks over to first, and now he'll deliver. This is a breaking pitch, laced, a base hit over the third baseman's head into left field. This should score two. One comes across, and falling down in left field is Evan Bourne trying to field the ball. He will field it, and now the runner is tagging. Here's the throw to the plate. Cut off by Callery. He comes home with it, but not in time. Would certainly add to it with runners on the corners. Over at third is Landon Stevens. Runners going. And I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but we have a rundown between home plate and third base. Should be an out here for the Bobcats, and they do get the out. Landon Stevens made it a little bit interesting, the third out of the inning. Baird takes his time out on the mound. Looks in the 1-2. Did he go? He went. Strike three. Tried to check his swing on a fastball, up and out.
Decade tonight. That's 6 strikeouts on his afternoon. Marosla with the deep fly to left center field. It's into the gap, in there for a base hit. Taking the turn at second and going to third is Giannini. Throw to second is late. It is a sliding two-bagger for Ohio's catcher, Anthony Marosla.
And you have to throw that pitch with confidence if you want to work out of a bases-loaded jam. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Grounder, left side, reeled in by Tyler Finkler. Long throw to first, and he got him.
1-2 pitch. Called, strike three. On a fastball at the knees, whatever he was looking for, it wasn't that. Callery waits for the 1-0. Slice down the line and left. It's fair by 5 feet. Will roll past Elvers into the corner. He chases after it, and Callery chases second, and he's there in stand-up fashion.
In his 19th extra base hit, team leading. This ball is looped over the third baseman's head. It'll be a base hit right along the foul line in left field. Ibarra makes a big turn. He's going to go into second, slides in there safely. Second baseman a little bit in of his traditional position. Ty Black gets the bunt down. This was hard bunt. Oh, a throw fielded by the pitcher, thrown well over the head of the third baseman. And now Ibarra will score on the play. And possibly into third is Ty Black, and actually they'll send him back to second base. And now here's the 2-2 challenge. Nobody out, runner on third. This ball is lifted into left field. The left fielder was shaded well over, so this gets over his head and up against the wall. The runner will score. Rudy Rode is into second base with a double.
Elvers at second, infield in at the corners, and the pitch is a bunt that's popped up near the Bobcat dugout. Diving play, Connor Callery. He made it as he scooped it right above the dirt. What a tremendous play. Claps all around. Nicely done.
Only Bobcat with the high socks in the field. Swung on and missed. Cavs sweep Pacers.
106-102 the final. Cleveland moves on. Texador on a bouncing ball to short. Should be 2. Flip to second for 1. On the first double play. Rack him up. A twin killing. The 29th of the season for Ohio goes Finkler to Black to Rhodes. You get it. Bouncing ball to third. Guided Callery to the bag for 1. Oh, the first double play. The bouncer guided Callery right to the bag. Ohio up 3-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And a fist pump from Jake Rowan. And he hugs Anthony Marosla, and the Bobcats storm out of the dugout as Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. So Ohio's now 5-7 in Mid-American Conference play. That's 2 series wins in the first 4 weekends. And this completes the first half of the MAC schedule. Now you move on with 19 overall victories to finals week. No midweek games, and off to Western Michigan. That's a big series, Max, because Ohio will be competing against Western, maybe, hopefully not. Hopefully Ohio charges up the standings, but you're up against a team that's in somewhat of a similar spot as you are.
Yeah, and that was the importance of this Miami weekend. Miami is lower down here, so now you have a tiebreaker over them with a series win.
Yeah.
And now the bonus is no midweek game. Rob Smith talked about how that allows for some rest in the pitching, who got worked pretty hard this weekend.
No doubt.
So now they'll have a chance to go in pretty fresh to a very important series to start the second half.
Good luck on your finals.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm expecting A's.
That's what I'm expecting too.
Nothing but A's, because I clearly had nothing but A's to qualify for this position.
I think so.
That's how I got it.
Yes, most certainly.
Thanks to Jason Chapino and Derek Machiro for their good work and their work on the Catspies as well. They've been really worked this week, so we thank them for their help. Now for Max McDulin, I'm Russ Eisenstein. Ohio wins, Ohio wins, Ohio wins over Miami. This is Bobcat TV.